This is Niebylski here at Heitek Automation Expo. We are here today with all of our Siemens walls displaying a wide array of Siemens products that are available. We're going to start here over at the drive section. Here we have an overview of the Siemens drives products. We have the G120C, the G120, and the G120X. These are our automation, factory automation drives. This is infrastructure, HVAC, pumps. This is a relatively newer product. We also have the NEMA 1 enclosures for our drives, as well as a display here of some of our distributed options for Siemens drives. And then up to our left, we have the V20 drive. This is a fantastic drive for very simple applications. We can cover basically anywhere from small basic machines all the way to complex motion with a CU250 control module on a G120. So lots of different options for a wide array of applications from Siemens. But if our application requires more advanced drives, we're going to head over to the Siemens servo options. So here we have the S120 drive, which is Siemens' flagship servo controller drive. We can do multi-motor, multi-axis control with coordinated motion using the control module. And this, we can actually do control and coordination inside of the drive. So you don't necessarily have to have smarts on the PLC side, because this drive can do the coordinated motion and positioning inside of the controller itself. But if we do have a smarter PLC, different types of architectures, we get into some other options we have with our 1500 controllers and single axis servo drive. So this is the S210. The S210 is single motor, single cable drive, but we can do multi-axis coordination over Profinet using a 1500, and then that coordination occurs inside the portal with the 1500 drive. And then we also have our V90 our drive here, which is on display, as well as a wide array of Siemens servo motors available. And as you can see, we've got large, small, stainless. We can cover a lot of different applications with the products available from Siemens. One thing that's important to point out is that Siemens is not only designed to work with Siemens controllers. As you can see here, we have two different servo systems, one being controlled on Allen Bradley, the other one being controlled on Siemens. We do have Ethernet IP available across most of our drive family, and they're expanding what drives have Ethernet IP, with Ethernet IP coming later this year on the S210 drive, which is a newer drive for Siemens. So it's important to note that if you do have an Allen Bradley control system, we're still interested in getting the drives business and working that into the Allen Bradley control system. So just a few more examples of some of the distributed options that Siemens has in terms of distributed VFDs for wall mount. We have VFDs that mount directly to the motor for distributed control that way. And then we're just going to swing around. Another thing to note that's important is Siemens does offer fully packaged drives, so you can actually purchase the drive from Siemens in an enclosure with a disconnect, and there's a lot of different options in this family. You can do things like DVD-T filters, harmonic filters, so lots of options in that family in order to get a drive that's fully configured from Siemens to meet your application needs. So if we just swing around here, we're going to head over to the other side. So here we have the array of somatic PLC options from Siemens. As you can see, we have the S7 1500. This is good for our large-scale applications. This scales from small to very large I/O count systems, starting with the 1511 going all the way up to the 1518. We have the ET200SP I/O system, which also has an ET200SP controller option in order to do smaller distributed systems, as well as high-density I/O options. This is a fantastic I/O suite from Siemens. It has the ability to do safety, has the ability to hot swap I/O cards without stopping the PLC. And then we have the workhorse of the Somatic family, which is the 1200. The 1200 is a fantastic, capable processor available in safety and non-safety. And it's not meant for the largest of systems, but it covers a wide array of applications, and it is IoT ready with the ability to do MQTT directly from the 1200 up to your flavor of MQTT in the cloud. So please consider Siemens when looking at different PLC platforms and control systems. So Siemens does have a wide array of control products. Siemens is often known as an automation company, but controls is a very important component of automation. As you can see here, we've got a wide array of disconnects, non-fused, fused disconnects, enclosed disconnects for the plant. We also have breakers, the new 3VA breaker system, which comes with a wide array of accessories. If you're looking for breakers, the 3VA family is fantastic. Tons of accessories, tons of options, and the size at which the 3VA can go to is expanding. I think we're up to several thousand amps. So definitely a great family to look at if you're looking for breakers. On the actual contactor, motor control, motor protection side, Siemens has a wide array of products, but most importantly, Siemens has a lot of products to make wiring a panel faster, easier, and simpler. As you can see here, we have our 3VA distribution, our 3RV distribution system, which you can bring in power to your head module here, and this system distributes power to all of your motors through this. So that way you're not having to put in a distribution block, you're not having to bring multiple labeled wires to each one of these contacts. That's all taken care of by the distribution system. In addition to that, Siemens has some very unique new products in terms of simplifying and combining a MSP, overload, and contactor into one device. That's called a combination starter. And then the latest family of the Siemens soft start family is the 3RW 55 series, which brings in a ton of functionality at the soft start level as compared to the 3RW 40 or 3RW 30s. We also have motor control built into our I/O system. So these are ET200 SP motor starters. And then over here, with our 3VA breaker family, we have the ability to communicate to our breakers over Profinet. So if you want to find out, you can actually do power management and power quality management and power usage over Profinet with this new 3VA system. So really cool product to look at there. As you can, just moving on, we've got a lot of, Siemens has a wide array of relay options in terms of power monitoring relays. We have safety relays, hybrid starters. That is a really cool product. It's actually a solid state starter with a built-in small amount of soft start that allows you to, it's a compact contactor overload in one device. Been a really popular device with Siemens. We also have some good protection options here. Here we're looking at, this is called our selectivity module. It allows us to create multiple circuits that you can monitor with, it's actually, it's a better way of protecting your DC circuits as opposed to using standard thermomagnetic breakers. And we actually offer that in the new, the new form factor with the new 6200 series power supplies from Siemens. So for DC protection, really good product to look at. Some more drive options here. We reviewed this on the other side. Some more servo motors. Siemens does have a wide options of IPCs. We have our micro box, our nano box, which is shown here. But Siemens can do IPCs from very, very small IPCs all the way up to very large 19-inch rack mount IPCs, redundant hard drives, RAID configurations. So if you're looking for IPC configurations, Siemens is a fantastic resource to look at, as well as industrial tablet PCs for the plant floor that allow you to have SCADA interfaces built into a mobile device that's ruggedized that you can take through the plant floor for control. RuggedCom is Siemens's utility-grade network devices. We have a lot of different options there, from security to switching on the RuggedCom series. But in addition to that, if we head further down here, this is reviewing, I apologize, just want to cover here. So HMI options from Siemens. We have monitors, We can run HMIs on a software level at a PC. We can run HMIs at an HMI level. We have, this is our comfort panel, series HMI. We have our monitors. This is a comfort, mobile comfort that you can use in order to bring the HMI so that the operator can hold something. It also has the ability of a dead man switch, so if you have a safety application where your operator needs to have the HMI in their hand, that's a really cool option for applications that require that. Hold on, sorry about that. Okay. And then in addition to that, we do have the basic panels and the new Simatic Unified Comfort panels, which we don't have on any of these walls today, but I just want to point that out. Siemens does have a wide array of RFID and imaging products. This is the MV series cameras, which do QR code reads, and they have a super high resolution and a high read rate, so high-speed applications where you have different QR codes or barcodes that you need to scan, this camera can take care of that. And then when it comes to RFID and RTLS, we have both the high frequency, the ultra high frequency, and then the RTLS systems. So ultra high frequency is going to be longer read distances. High frequency is going to be for more controlled RFID applications where you need to do production management, track things throughout your production floor. And RTLS is a newer product from Siemens that allows you to track things on a much larger scale than RFID. This is more plant-wide level inventory asset management with RTLS. Some exciting products there. If you engage your applications engineer to look at different applications. Here, we have a wide array of network options from Siemens. As you can see, we have IP67 switches, 19-inch rack mount switches, DIN rail mount switches, managed, unmanaged. We have SiPlus options for higher temperature ranges. We have wireless from Siemens. We have security options with built-in 4G LTE so that we can do connectivity down at the plant level, direct VPN connections, security routers. The networking product throughout Siemens is incredibly varied. There's a ton of options there. If you are looking for networking products, be sure to engage your apps engineer at your local branch to look at your application and see what options we have for you. So as you can see today here at the Expo, we have a lot of Siemens products on display. And if you guys are looking for us to engage in your application, please reach out.